All right, our buildings are rocking along pretty good. I'm sure you all have some really fantastic things going. One thing that some of the students have requested, in addition to adding their own skies, was to go out and maybe find a tree or maybe their own door or window. So let's take a look at that because if you put those in, you're probably going to need to paint out something just the way I've done over here with our layer mask. So let's go down to our browser. All right. And this time in our search, what we're going to do is we're going to search on architectural trees. The cool thing about this search is that when we search on architectural trees, the backgrounds are all whited out. It makes it that much easier, okay? This is really going to help, all right? So let's pick a tree that we kind of like, all right? That's got some good resolution. Let's see, I'm going to go down a little bit more. Ooh, that's a nice tree. Resolution's still a little small on that one. So let's see. Your PNGs, if you select those, they may already be painted out, but that doesn't do much for the purpose of our demonstration. So I'm going to click on this one here on the edge, all right? And once again, we're going to control click, all right? Copy the image, okay? Now we're going to go back to our browser, or our program, and hopefully, if the stars align, we can edit and paste. Voila! Doesn't look too good, right? There's all kinds of white stuff around there. Watch this. This is the quick select tool over here. Okay, this is going to have all kinds of algorithms and math and such in it that Photoshop has set up. So we have a brush with a crosshair in it. If I select this and drag it around in here, you'll notice that the marching ants are kind of getting stuck just to the edges of things that have color. All right. What we can do now that we have that selected is we can come up here under our buddy, our layer mask tool. Watch this. Voila. It's not a magic tool. It's not going to get rid of all the white, but you now have the option to take this tree and position it somewhere. You know, Hundertwasser was a big proponent of putting trees up in on the roofs of his buildings. Maybe you want to put the tree up there, you know? If you're going to put it up there, you may want to think about where that layer exists in your scheme of things. What if you pull that back to just under the sky, above the sky, and now it looks like it's kind of sitting there behind that those structural elements. So we've got that going for us. All right. So you can use that same technique if you wanted to find doors and windows. Okay. So let's see what we got. Let's take a look at doors. All right. And we have all kinds of doors here that that we might want to add. Some very fancy doors. I'm going to try and select a door that has some white around it, just because this is going to make it a whole lot easier. Let's see if it allows us to copy this. So I'm going to hit copy image. Once again, we're going to come back to our building and we're going to go to edit, paste. How about that? Stars aligned, we copied in our door. You'll notice that it's in a bad spot. We can easily fix that. Move that up. And now we have our door is in our file. We're going to do the same thing that we just did with the quick select tool, and we're going to drag it all around inside here. All right. And using the wonders of modern math, it will find just exactly where the shapes begin and end. Okay. And when we have that whole thing selected, and we see all the marching ants ready to march around the outside of our door, we can create a layer mask, and voila, we have a door. We can go over here to our move tool, and we can position that door. All right. I think Hundertwasser would love that door. So I'm going to put it right here, and the rubric is telling me that we need to have at least 3 doors and 3 windows for you to get graded on. We want to make sure that you're showing a level of mastery in your duplication. I'm going to look at your Photoshop files in here to see how your layers are set up. I want to make sure that you have no color in your outline layer, okay? And then once we have that, we're going to take a look. See, I have a blank layer here. Is that a blank layer? No, it's actually a texture. So we don't want to have any blank layers. We want to make sure that our layer orders are good, and overall that we put some thought into this. Now, some students got a little crazy and went around and found some images of people to put in the windows. That's wonderful, but please think about composition and design. Is this really adding something to your work here, or is it detracting? So have fun, see what you guys can come up with. I'm sure you're going to do fantastic things. Thank you.